So Miesha Tate is giving Holly Holm a chance to beat Cris Cyborg. And it seems a lot of people are having very strong reactions to that. Is Miesha Tate hating? Has she gone loco? Or is she on to something? Y'all know we gotta chop this one up. It's your boy, Amazing Eric Sports. Let's go, man.
Amazing Eric Sports. Sports and laughs. It's all love. Ow!
What is up, my people? It's your boy Eric, and I'm back here live with another one. Listen, I heard this interview and I said, oh my God, I gotta go talk to my people about this. I have to upload and talk to my people about this because I'm sure there is a lot we both have to say on this. So, Miesha Tate was on MMA Tonight on Sirius XM Rush. She gave an interview. She gave her thoughts about the upcoming fight at UFC 219, Cris Cyborg versus Holly Holm for the World Featherweight Championship. That is on December 30th. Go ahead and get your pay-per-view ready, get your popcorn ready, because that's going to be a hot ticket. Now, Miesha Tate says in this interview that out of all the fighters who could face Cris Cyborg right now, she gives Holly Holm the best chance of defeating her. I actually heard about this interview before I was able to hear it, meaning I saw uploads, I saw videos on it, people calling me, people sending me texts. And what I kept hearing from everybody is Miesha Tate says Holly is going to beat Cyborg. Miesha Tate said Holly's going to pull off the upset. Now, unless there's other footage out there, unless there's an interview that I'm missing, and I very well could be. I miss a lot of things, so I could be missing an interview. In this particular interview right here, I never heard Miesha Tate say that Holly was going to indeed defeat Cyborg. But she did say that out of all the fighters there, she gives Holly the best chance. And like I said in the intro, this interview seemed to send fans into a frenzy. I am hearing Miesha Tate being called everything from a hater to a crazy person to a prophet to Aristotle. So she's everything from an idiot to a genius. And that's real talk. If you look in any comment section, sometimes she's an idiot for saying this. Sometimes she's a genius. So let's break down what she actually said and let's chop it up a little bit here. The first thing that jumped out to me that Miesha Tate was saying in this interview was she was talking about basically styles make fights. Stylistically speaking, that Holly has a style that could trouble or possibly even upset Cris Cyborg. Now, Miesha's reasoning for this statement that she gives in the interview, I'd like to see if you guys agree with this or not. She feels that Cyborg hunts women down in the octagon, and her words were because she's able to. She gets in there, she just hunts them down, she hunts them down, meaning she chases behind them, she pursues them, she attacks them in the octagon. Miesha says that Holly can create great counter-punching angles with her movement, that Holly's a great mover, that she can create these angles. And her main point of reference was the Ronda Rousey fight. Now, this is where Miesha and I kind of split ways right here. I do want to say this about Miesha. Everybody has a right to their opinion. If Miesha feels a certain way, she has the right to express it just like all of us do. And hey, Miesha has been in the octagon with Holly. She's been in the octagon with Ronda. So when she talks about these things, we have to show respect. At least speaking for myself, I've never been in the octagon with any of these ladies. I am going to say that Miesha, of course, has a perspective of this that I personally don't have. Now, with all that being said, I do want to say this is where I disagree with Miesha. Miesha says that her reasoning, her whole thought process on this is because of the way Holly was able to fight Ronda, and Ronda pursued Holly. In my personal, humble opinion, I would say comparing the way Ronda pursues fighters in the ring, especially the way she pursued Holly Holm that night, comparing that to the way I feel Cris Cyborg is going to pursue Holly Holm on December 30th, to me, apples and oranges will not even describe what that's like. You can't even say apples and oranges. To me, that's like comparing an apple to the turkey a lot of us just devoured on Thursday. That's like comparing an apple to a Thanksgiving turkey. Those two are not even in the same ballpark to me. Ronda Rousey attacked Holly Holm that night just sloppily, even if I don't even know if sloppily is a word. Somebody tell me if that's a word or not. She attacked sloppily. If that's not a word, she attacked very sloppy. She just was off. She was just running behind her. There was no technique behind it. She kind of just chased and just charged and just bull charged Holly, and she gave Holly every opportunity to create all of these great angles that Miesha speaks of. Miesha is not lying. In that fight with Ronda, Holly was creating beautiful angles. She was pivoting, she was turning, she was doing it so fast, Ronda was running past her like a bull in a matador type of thing, running into the cage, falling down on on a knee because of the way she was attacking. If you know Cris Cyborg, she does not attack like this. She actually cuts off the octagon. She does not attack on straight lines. She moves her feet. She cuts off the octagon. She makes it a small place in there, and she gets you gathered up, gets you over by that cage, and she attacks you. That's what Cris Cyborg does. So I can't agree with Miesha when she uses Ronda Rousey's aggression as some kind of barometer or a kind of measuring stick of how Cyborg is going to be aggressive, how Cyborg is going to attack. I cannot agree with that at all. I got much love for Miesha Cupcake Tate. Y'all know that I'm a big fan. I just don't agree with you right there, Miesha. Now, also, there's another thing here that's going on with Miesha that some people are calling haterade, hateration. They're calling her a hater. But if you look at the history of combat sports, what Miesha is doing has happened over and over and over again. When a fighter defeats another fighter, they actually start going for that fighter in other matchups because that only makes them look good. Now, if we're looking at this from Miesha's point of view, this is what this could mean. If Holly Holm is able to defeat Cris Cyborg, I've defeated someone that Cris Cyborg hadn't defeated. That is why you see in combat sports, in boxing, and in the MMA, when someone has defeated a fighter, a lot of times they start talking that fighter up. Because if that fighter goes on and defeats somebody else, especially Cyborg, especially Cris Cyborg, if Holly can pull this off, that's only going to make Miesha look good. Just look at the sort of redemption that Miesha got from beating Holly Holm as it relates to Ronda Rousey. Miesha tries to defeat Ronda Rousey. She loses to Ronda Rousey twice. We all know that was a bitter feud, just back and forth. A lot of bad words going back and forth. A lot of bad blood there. Miesha had a very bitter, tough pill to swallow with losing to Ronda Rousey 2 times. But we all know now, Amanda Nunes kind of finished the Ronda Rousey train off, but we all know the most embarrassing defeat Ronda Rousey had came that night when she lost to Holly Holm. Holly Holm will always be known as the Ronda Rousey conqueror. That's what put Holly Holm on the map. That will be the source, the most embarrassing night of Ronda's career. Also, Ronda did not seem eager to get a rematch with Holly. So it wasn't even a person where Ronda was like, well, she beat me this time, let me clean it up and go back and beat her. Ronda actually stayed away from the rematch with Holly. Miesha comes through, beats Holly, and that way she has a 1-up on Ronda. Well, Ronda, I couldn't beat you, but I conquered the person that conquered you. I conquered the person you actually were afraid to get a rematch on. I beat her. So you see this a lot of times in fighters. So Miesha leaning toward Holly really shouldn't be that surprising to us. Whether we agree with her or not, that's a different story. So now it's my favorite time of the video. Actually, this is my favorite time of every video because I love to hear what you ladies have to say about this. Your opinions, a lot of times you guys drop comments and you give me thoughts and ways to look at things that I never thought of before. So here it is. What do you think about what Miesha Tate said? Do you agree with her? Do you think she was hating? Do you think she's crazy? Do you think Holly actually has a chance? Is Miesha on to something? Get in the comment section, let your boy know. If you have not liked and subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting on? It's your boy, Big E with Amazing Eric Sports. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next one, peace.